Wow.
Hi, we're back again. We have a new podcast, and hopefully this doesn't crash and burn like the last one, or dies off because nobody listens to it. Because why would you? Uh, so if you listen to this, that means you've either made a very good choice or a very bad one, depending on how this goes. So, in case you don't know, I am Cardo. I am the founder and owner of Hongkongggag, and joining me today is Salami. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Of course. I'm a slab of salami. That's I think that's all you should know about me.
Well,
I'm
passing like
just
Hongkongggag.
some staff in the 852 Resurgence. Yeah. To wrap this up, I'm a slab of salami.
Yeah, and then we have June, who's another mod who's joining later. So,
Yep.
yeah, she's joining at 10 p.m. Okay. So, just I think like just to get into like Hongkongggag because that's our main topic. So what do you think is your worst experience with Hongkongggag? Just starting off with negatives, like
Oh
in the
goodness.
server. Yeah.
Let me think. I think generally my experience in Hong Kong gag is sort of like a hike. I don't know what this analogy is all about, but I feel like you can meet a lot of new people in this server and also through like the community. But
Mhm.
sometimes in the comments, some people do say some really weird stuff. Like they probably
And like
never really thought
the
about what they're
Discord
going
or
to
the
say.
page, the Discord or the page.
More like the page, yeah. Sometimes though. It's
Yeah.
not yeah, generally it's fine. So that's why I was
Yeah.
kind of using a hike as an analogy cuz usually for me I really like hiking. Like I like going out taking it in the sun. It's generally a positive experience, but it doesn't like say you get a muscle cramp or whatever. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I think the thing with like sometimes, especially when you go to Hong Kong, like comments are just some of the comments are like there are most of the comments are good, keep in mind, but then some of them are
Mhm.
actually really bad to the point where you're like, oh God, why am I running this? Because
Yeah,
I'm not,
definitely.
I'm not sure if you know this, but there's this guy going around. His name is kind of called Rajit. He's basically like this weird, like very xenophobic guy, and I'm pretty sure he might be a troll, but he's been around like commenting like Hong Kong political comment sections for like years at this point, like at least like 5 years or something.
Hopefully it's
And
satirical.
even if it's satirical, like mate, how much time did he give up just to like comment off? Just like
That's
it got to
true.
the
You
point
should
where like
probably look for something else to do in life rather than
yeah,
talk about something that random
and it's funny
in
because like
in
I
some
think
meme page.
and I think it's funny because like he's been doing this to a lot of Hong Kong pages, and but then for me, I've just gone with the approach of blocking him and letting him die out and like not drawing any more attention. So I feel like that's the way that people will probably just stop talking about him, and hopefully he would stop. But then at the same time, it's been a lot of years, so at that point, I don't know.
Darn, so he's like sticking to other meme pages like
No,
a piece of
it was
gum.
never just specifically Hong Kong gag. Like I don't think he was mostly around the Hong Kong Free Press comment section.
Mm. Xenophobic,
Yeah, he
huh?
commented on like Hong Kong gag a few times, but I don't think we really had his main focus. He's just really weird. Like he said something like, "Oh, Hong Kong belongs to like the indigenous people, as in the Punti or the Tanka people." So that's fun.
What? I
Yeah,
don't I don't really see the correlation between the two.
yeah. He basically thinks that Hong Kong should belong to like its most indigenous inhabitants, and I'm like, that's like less than 1% of the population.
Hong Kong belongs to Antarctica. We should all
Yeah,
live at the South Pole, you know? It's like
Hong Kong belo-
yeah,
Hong
go
Kong
on.
belongs to the what's it called? Hong
The
Kong
the the
belongs to
poles?
Albania.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Not
have you seen the meme
again.
where have you seen the meme where it's like put a back thief and it's just like Albania? No, damn
I
it.
I'm safe to say I've never seen it before. I think it's a good thing. Maybe my mental
Wait.
health isn't down the trenches.
Down the trenches.
Yes, yet.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what else. Well, so
I
yeah,
do have to say though, I'm hearing some echoing
I, huh?
sometimes. Like
How bad is
occasionally.
it? How bad is it? I
It's
just
I
feel,
don't hear myself right now, but maybe because I'm too outspoken.
oh no, it's fine. Uh, back to what I was saying.
Yeah, go
Uh,
on.
so yeah, back to Hongkongggag. So, do you remember when you first joined? Like, what was your first experience? First experience?
Oh, okay. This is
Since you've been around the community for like a while, like 3 years.
I've been lurking in the shadows.
Yeah, but
Let
like
me
you
think.
started.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
started.
you started in like 20. You joined around 2020. Yeah, 2021. Yeah, that was like before like migration
Jeez.
to Discord and like we were still in WhatsApp.
Yeah, I started in WhatsApp actually. I didn't really know of the Discord server up until like
Yeah.
I think 2022 maybe.
Wait,
Not sure.
what?
Maybe like
No, you already on there? Because
I don't
like
remember honestly. It felt like
mm,
ages ago.
I think like the WhatsApp, like for context, like Hongkongggag, the community was originally this WhatsApp group that I created. Because like the whole reason why we have a community was because if you remember 2019 you had the anti-extradition law thing. And then
Yeah.
because we were paranoid, me and Flutters decided to create like a WhatsApp group and get like some of the most active people on there. And then slowly people started coming and we started getting some familiar faces. And then around the time I created a Discord, but it wasn't very active. I think it was only after 2021 where I was like, wait, we should just shift to Discord. That's when like the big changes to
I
Discord.
still remember the signal phase.
Oh yeah, honestly, we only moved to Signal because of Vista. But like, it's not really a point when they have Discords. Like, I feel like if we were trying to create like a closed community, then maybe. But then I feel like we even then Discord was just so much more convenient.
Exactly, and I don't feel like it would work since, you know, using this one app for this one community is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of a
Yeah,
waste, in my opinion.
yeah.
Maybe waste wouldn't be the best
It,
term.
I mean, I did use Signal a bit to communicate with relatives, but
Yeah, a
that's about it.
bit.
Yeah, like not much more than a regular person, I guess.
Hmm.
At least post like 2021. Uh, but I
Yeah,
think
so back to the topic.
WhatsApp. Yeah, I think the problem with like the WhatsApp group was I think just I'll probably say this. There's a lot of things I do regret doing, like a lot of the interrogation because of the paranoia around the time, which to an extent was justified considering everything that happened. But at the same time, I also kind of realized that I was way too paranoid for a lot of things. Like there are
I
moments where
definitely agree.
suddenly DM random people in the group and I'll just say, "Are you a CCP spy?" And I'm like, looking like, "Oh God, what? Why would you say that to someone?" I am very glad that most of them were like, "Ah, yeah, no," and then they understood the situation and they didn't just immediately go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, I am very grateful that it didn't happen, but yeah, it could have been worse.
Could have been worse. I guess the world was kind to you in some sense.
I guess. But yeah, after Discord, like, I'm glad that the community really started becoming more organic, I guess. and really it was after like
Organic. I
I
wouldn't really say that, honestly.
no, it's not
I
organic. It's more. Sorry, you go ahead.
it's more yeah, it's definitely more active, I'd say, compared to the
Well,
WhatsApp group
definitely,
anyways.
that's not a high bar.
Well,
Yeah.
hmm, but I do see, like, a lot of discu interesting discussions in general. Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I don't really I don't really
I
talk much
think
on there.
what I mean is just not really organic, but more like it feels like I don't need to do as much work in trying to keep it active as I did before.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
mean, sometimes does, sometimes I have to like help increase activity because people just chat will be just dead. But like a lot of the time nowadays, especially since like late 2021, like I think up until like late 2021, there were days in Discord when no one would just text. But then after that, you had people like texting every day, and you could just. I mean, after that, I was just like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's definitely more lively in general. Like, not the text channel, but in general, the bigger
Yeah.
picture.
Hmm. And on that note, I think like going back to your personal experience, do you remember how you became a mediator at the time?
I remember working under Boba, actually.
Yeah,
For
that's also what.
some reason, I don't really recall the specific reason, probably don't
Mhm.
want to anyways, but I remember joining the WhatsApp group, like, a while back. I really vaguely, not vaguely, actually strongly remember I was on my couch and I was just on my phone going, "Whoa, whoa! This meme page has a WhatsApp group. I'm gonna join because I'm bored." And so I went on there.
Yeah.
Went on there, and then I was met with Flutters, I think. And then
Yes.
Flutters asked me, they asked me a couple of questions before admitting me, into the group chat. I think there were a couple of questions about, like, what was it? Um, some stuff
I
about
feel it's like
political stance, and
yeah,
yeah, I'm
I
sure you
believe
guys needed the security, so I didn't
yeah, I
really
think
question anything.
yeah, for context, that basically for all new members, we just ask them, we'll put them in like an interrogation chat, ask them some questions.
Interrogation.
It was more like
Ah!
it was less interrogation, but more like immigration.
Yeah,
It's
true.
weird. But
It
yeah,
well, I thought it was okay because it was my first experience. I couldn't really, um,
true.
base my experience on anything else.
I think there were definitely times, like I think like especially July to September of 2022, 2020, that time I think, yeah, definitely because of national security law and how new it was.
Oh,
I
yeah.
that was where I would say I was justified. October, November also kind of justified. Maybe December, but I think after that I think it was more apart from like a few days, like I remember when the 47 Democrats were arrested. That would probably be one situation where I'm like, yeah, I was justified in having high security. But like after that, then no. I feel like
I think
yeah, it was
people change. So,
yeah, it was-
it's not really, I'd say, you don't really have to worry about your past self that much. At least you've calmed
yeah,
down a bit, you know? You chilled. You chilled.
yeah. And then going back to what you said, I do remember like the reason why you became a mediator was because Boba had exams. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, it's allowed me to like fill it in. And I think after a while, we're like, you know what? You just want to join the team. Like, I don't want to kick you out of the staff team.
You know, frankly
And then,
speaking, I never did any work.
yeah, I think you did do some things, but I don't remember any specific thing. You did suggest some things. Uh, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't really, I don't really
unfortunately.
remember. I don't really remember too much. I just know you did something.
I used to,
Which,
I think, host or host study calls, but unfortunately, not a lot of people wanted to.
No, I think you did do a few of them, and people still joined. I think because like Palau's did a lot, and then a lot of people joined hers.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh, I'm
thing.
looking. I'm gonna look in like I'm gonna look in the history of Hongkongggag and see how many times you were mentioned. Yeah, not much. There's just march reforms and stuff. Like that was like the whole discussion about if I did and shit.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I'd say I'm more of like uh the lesser involved staff.
yeah, but you're still there. I think
Yeah, I'm
at least.
there. I'm here somewhere.
Yeah. No, it also reminds me because I remember you were kind of in like the Water Omelette server as well, and you were kind of friends with a lot of members who came from Water Omelette, like Bosu, Hale, uh, X Amusing, so like the owner, Nitsu. Like that was like the old Omelette crowd, if I'm remembering correctly.
I would say, look, I'm not gonna start any wars or anything. Not really war, but like
No,
just
I
in
do got
general.
caught.
I don't think I'm really that friendly with them. Like we
Oh yeah.
definitely members, fellow people of the water omelette server, but
I
I
feel
wouldn't say our relationship was as close as you would imagine.
mm, yeah, no, I think what I meant is more like a classification of people. Like you all
Mm,
kind of came from like either you came from that server or you were kind of entangled in a way. Like
I
I
feel
know
like
Boss who came from like Water Omelette because like
yeah.
wait, should I do the lore drop or do you want to do the lore drop about what
What's a
about
lore drop?
oh no, basically back in the day around late 2020 to
Oh,
2021
back
there
in
was
the
a
old
page
days.
oh yeah true there was a page called HK School Memes run by this girl Water Omelette. And given that we were both like Gen Z, like student targeted pages, we kind of started collaborating. And it was like, oh, you have a Discord? I have a Discord. Let's partner up. And then that was our first actual server partner. And I feel like the intent was that, oh, we'll be like twin servers. Like, you get some of the younger people, we get some of the older people, or like you get some of the more local people, we get some of the more international people. But then I think like after a while, like the Discord kind of died out. Because like Discord servers tend to do that.
Mhm.
And then yeah, we just having like most of like the active members from like that server just integrated into like 852 so like when they say people like Hell or like of the water on the people, like he came over here and then became integrated here.
I think gen you're definitely right about Discord's degenerating.
Dying
Like,
out here.
yeah, dying out. That's I don't it's definitely hard to keep one afloat. I've had my fair shares of Discord
Real.
servers and unfortunately I had to snuff them out because it was I didn't have enough time to manage such a large
Yeah.
project, you know. And
Yeah. I mean,
some context, I used to host this I used to hold host this server that revolves around role playing and like you would be in a city and then you would have different so the different channels would be different areas and people would get together and like have some fun. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons but on Discord.
oh
But like
nice, yeah.
yeah, unfortunately it kind of died out and I didn't really have enough
Mm.
time anyways. I had to prepare for my exams.
Especially like after 2020, a lot of Hong Kong discords especially they kind of died out.
Yeah.
Like Gag really is an exception rather than the rule. Like the only reason we were really able to stay afloat is that we got people who actually cared, and also like the fact that we're connected to Hongkongggag probably helped a lot. Like us, the official Discord of Hongkongggag.
We definitely found a community, I'd say.
Yeah, and then we fulfilled a specific niche because like all these Hong Kong Discords kind of dying out. Like Yeah, we're active and also we're not xenophobic as fuck. Because like a lot of Discord servers, from what I
Yeah,
remember,
we're a safe space,
they
I'd
were
say.
very weird with like how like a lot of them were like very exclusively Hong Kongers. Like I
Mhm.
remember some Discords would have like full on tests to prove you're Hong Kongers just to join. And I'm like,
What? I would
"Oh,
fail that test
yeah.
immediately.
I'm like, is that apartheid? This sounds like apartheid. Oh god, I'm gonna get cancelled for this.
Hey, look, if you get canceled, I get canceled with you.
So I'm
I better
dragging the
not
whole
get my socials linked on this. I'm gonna die.
I'm dragging the whole server down with me.
No! This is terrible. Another
Yeah.
day, another sleigh.
No, is it really another sleigh?
No, the sleigh is like actually dying. Uh, oh my god, DSCs. Whenever I think about dying.
Oh no. But yeah, anyways, but I think like you definitely did contribute a lot, but I don't really remember any specific situations where you contributed at this
I
moment.
think it was more so I I voted a lot more. Like I participated in the
Yeah.
group sessions rather than like one on one. I go, this guy needs to go. Like I am not that
Yeah.
type of confrontational person, I'd say.
Yeah.
So
Like
that's why
don't really put
I doubt you remember like any well
mm,
much stuff going on anyways.
yeah, for me I think like you definitely did uh yeah, I don't remember recall you doing like, oh hey, we should push through this policy or that policy or there's this issue. Like, I don't know. There was a
Because
study
I
for
had
like
my full faith. I had my full trust on you guys.
yeah, I mean we handled things generally okay. There are definitely we like obviously we made our mistakes in some areas, but there are some things I think for the most part, considering everything, it could be way worse.
Yeah, exactly. And I think in general this the community as a whole is really like every from say like um events such as Music Fest or uh let me think on the top of my head here. MUN?
Just like
Mun?
trivia. Oh yeah, we should talk about
Moon?
this more when June comes. Yeah, MUN. Like
Yeah, yeah,
honestly, I'm
yeah.
surprised that MUN went ahead because it
I
wasn't a
thought it
heavy
was
head job.
nice.
It was nice. I just it was also I felt like it was quite an ambitious thing. And
Mhm.
but when it happened, I thought, oh yeah, this was good. But apparently, from what I heard, we're gonna discuss this more. But apparently, it wasn't as successful as they hoped,
We
which is
should
fair. But at the
definitely
same
ask
time,
June about it. I would
but at the
like
same
to
time,
hear on the
like
tea.
personally, I feel like it was fine. It really like the fact that this even happened. That was great.
I think it's very important to adopt the mindset of this could have gone way worse.
Yeah, like things were stable and there wasn't really any drama. Yeah, I think this is discuss more when Jude gets here. But
Yeah,
anyways,
but drama is
going
very
back
prevalent.
to going back to back to staff. Yeah, things
Yeah.
like 2021 stuff. I'm looking at some of the old messages. Yeah, as like you and Bossy were kind of like you guys kind of became staff around the same time. Like Bossy was July, you were May, then Syntax was like August or September. Like Bossy and Syntax were kind of like the first staff members that really came from like Discord and like WhatsApp.
Mhm.
I feel like that was very interesting. Like before that, I think everyone kind of came from WhatsApp, and then
We were the
after that, it was
trailblazers.
you are not making a Honkai Star Rail reference, and
I
also you done
am. I am.
you
Even though
came
I haven't played
after
in like 3 months, probably. No, one
bro.
month.
It is so easy to play. Like you can just put an autoplay and you can clear the lesson
Look, I
like
use
what
my iPad
15
for
minutes.
educational purposes. Okay,
You use
not
your iPad.
not not gaming.
You have an iPad.
Yes, I use this
And
for
okay,
school.
I have an iPad as well. Yeah, I also have a laptop. So Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hongkongggag owner? iPad could confirmed?
You know what? This was a mistake.
Would you
Anyways,
start singing Skibbity Toilet?
you have just brought forward a very horrible memory that happened not too long ago. And
Oh,
then
I
when that
still
happened,
remember the the Skibbity the Skibbity nursery rhyme and stuff.
oh god, I wasn't gonna mention it, but yeah, for context, some of
How are we
the
singing it?
no, we are not saying it has my real name in it. And for context, a while ago, some of my real life friends, like close people that I know on the server, they made ver- a nursery rhyme where it's Skibbity me, and they use my real name in this. So we're not gonna sing it, but
Oh man. It's okay, we can
it's no, we're not singing it in. We are talking about Hongkongggag lore. Uh, oh yeah, Salami, were you? You know what? I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna mention about the storm. So yeah, or any of
Yeah,
that.
no. I don't think I'm the best person to talk about it since I wasn't
Yeah.
like the victim.
No, I feel like it's more like you weren't that involved, and also if Storm listens to this and we mentioned her in the first ep, we already mentioned her. It's fine. Let's just
You
say,
can just cut it out.
no, it's okay. I'll just say this now. We resolved things with Storm. We reached de facto agreement. Anyways, moving on back to
It is
Bangalore.
very
Uh,
diplomatic.
a lot of Discord servers, like I said, a lot of them kind of died out,
Sorry, what kind
and
of
like I said, you know how I mentioned that a lot of Discord servers died out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but then I think something that also happened was that that I also learned was that it is quite hard to run like a Discord server, like from the ground up. And
Yeah, it's
like
kind
for
of like a
example,
full-time job.
no, well not really. It's more like just trying to keep it active. Like for
Mm.
example, we ran a political sim in A5 associated with A5 tour called CCOM, and even though we was attached to A5 tour, I even promoted it a few times. And maybe it was because like political sims such as not as popular as it used to be, but yeah, it just didn't work out. I think to be fair, it did last for like a year. It lasted for 2 years, I think. There was like a break for like a couple months where it just didn't do nothing, do anything. But it lasted 2 years, so it wasn't too bad.
It
I think this near
wasn't,
the end,
I'd say.
I think near the end, everyone just kind of lost interest. Like it was clearly dying out. And I feel like on the like leading up to 2024, I was like, should we just pull the plug? This isn't working. Like I don't know nobody. Like at that point, nobody wanted to like run it.
Yeah, personally for me, I'm not really into political simulations or like countries. I don't know. It's just not my type of niche, unfortunately. As
Yeah.
much as I would
It
like
also,
to roleplay as a country.
yeah. It also
I'm just
doesn't
joking.
help.
I'm not a country,
No,
but like the inner workings, you know?
yeah. It also doesn't help that like there's so many political situations were so similar that at that point we exhausted a lot of them. So if
Yeah,
anyone was
you
like,
need like I think you need a degree in order to do these type of stuff.
okay, yeah, fair. No, not really a degree, but more it's like you need dedication, I guess. And given that, yeah, it just wasn't
I think
worth
with
it.
the right
It
people,
was,
definitely it would work.
yeah, it's true. There was some drama too, like oh god. So I'm
Oh
just gonna
god.
no draw with some of the drama. Uh, so
Is the
let me
tea
just
gonna be spilled?
it's all on the wiki, so it's not like oh. So basically, we had how to say this? We had the first time was someone vote rigged. That was the first piece of drama,
That's
and then
crazy.
second time, the guy Kevin Ovich, he was okay. The problem was he also tried to get a lot of control. try to exert a lot of control over the server. Like it was to a very uncomfortable degree. Like he cared a crazy amount, and I felt like he
It's kind of
suggested the
backseating.
and then I'm kind of like, dude, this kind of looks kind of complicated. It's like,
Mm.
oh no, it's okay, I can find. No, it's not that complicated. Like it kind of is, and also I'm not that big. Like, and even then, like I'm reading it out. Like I called it the black sheep. Oh god, because it kind of was. I feel like at the time, like everything else in A520 was doing really well. Like General was popping off regularly. There's people in VC every night. No, not every night, but like a lot. All the other like sub channels were doing well. Events were popular, but then you have T Kong at the time, which is like not doing well. Like even like, and then especially remember this is like when the page got like we got an insane amount of followers in 2022. So like you can see how like you have all the success and then you have T Kong, which is kind of like dying.
That was when the guy, the black sheep, came. Is that
No, 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 no.
correct?
It was already the black sheep. So T Kong was a black sheep. No, there was a black sheep. But then I did reform some stuff. Like I decided, oh yeah, we're gonna do elections every 3 months so people don't get burnt out. And then there was like we got then the next election, like there was this really, really passive aggressive guy. Holy
Oh
shit.
no.
It was horrible. It was why did we even like he lasted somehow 3 weeks. Like, why did we let him last that long? Like this guy was uncooperative. He was it doesn't matter like the most edgy like Reddit user. Like probably the guy that we sub to r/atheism.
Hmm.
It was not good. Like, oh god. But like,
I
I
remember
think the thing is like
there was this concern about uh like maybe his communication style is different
who?
from the norm, you know?
No, he was pretty passive aggressive. Like, at least he seemed like it.
That's
Uh,
not cool.
yeah. I think we should talk about this more if Citric ever joins the podcast, which I think he will one day. Not
Mm.
this episode, but like later on.
Future episode.
Yeah,
We got a cliffhanger over
I
here.
think I think I would definitely want to talk about him more since he was one of the presidents and one of the main party
Yo,
leaders. Uh,
June.
and here we go, June. So, June, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, I'm June. I moderate 852R and
Why
yeah,
are you talking in a Why are you talking
Why are
in
you
a
so
British accent?
British?
You don't talk in a British accent.
excuse me.
Okay,
It's
what the hell?
Tuesday, innit?
No, you can't just talk in a British accent. This is not okay.
Of course, let's all take over. Let's all take
Salami.
after Cardo.
No, no, no,
Salami.
no,
It
no.
it is a Monday night in Hong Kong. So it's not Tuesday. That's a common misconception.
That's
No,
true.
it is not
It's
Tuesday
supposed
in
to
the
be
UK. What the
Monday, innit?
fuck are you talking about?
Manhole. What you
Um,
mean? What am I talking about?
Anyways, going back, so we were talking about like A521 lore. So like June, do you
Yeah.
wanna and I asked Lami like how when did just recap, when did you join, what did you think of the server? So like maybe it's your turn. Like you
I
joined a lot
oh
recently, like you joined in 2023. Well Salami
actually I
joined in
joined in
2021.
2022, but like okay, so
Oh shit, I need to update the website.
I joined A52R in around like late 2022, and
Oh
I
yeah.
started really becoming active during the storm situation, and ever since then
Oh
I've
yeah,
oh,
the storm
that's the
situation.
second time.
oh, are we not
We're
allowed to
not gonna
mention?
try and no, we can mention it. It's just like maybe don't mention it too much, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
For context for our users, Storm was one of the members of all time when it comes to Hongkongggag. Uh, that's all you need to know for now. This isn't the
Yeah,
Storm episode. This isn't. If we do a Storm, this isn't the Storm episode. But yeah.
yeah. Basically, I started becoming really active during the situation, and ever since then, I've been consistently quite active. I worked my way up from becoming a Hong Kong Gag affiliate to becoming an ambassador, and then eventually part of the staff team. And I'm grateful for that. I met some really good people through it, and I don't regret it. I actually don't regret it at all.
One of the few people that does not regret becoming a Hongkong staff member. It's like kind of
We don't
first
get
reward of the
paid.
best. No, you
We
get paid.
don't
No,
get
you don't get. Yeah, this
we
you don't
don't
get
get
paid.
paid, but
It,
I have Pookie
it's
Bears. I have
it's
Pookie Bears
okay.
plural.
This sounds sus. This sounds sus. Anyways, I was saying. No,
We're
yeah,
not
you
a
don't get
cult.
paid. This is just.
Trust.
It's not a cult. Don't worry. It's just child labor.
Yeah. We love child labor. We don't like
It's
slavery.
efficient use
Slavery.
Talking in a
of
British accent.
Oh
Actually, no,
god.
never mind. Never mind. You think the thing is, Cardo has a Indonesian slave known by the name Tuck.
No, we don't. I don't. I actually do have an Indonesian slave. He's a staff member. Don't worry. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get cancelled. I'm gonna get cancelled.
they
This is it.
It was now or
typically
never.
enjoy activities
No,
such as
we're
touching
not we
each
should not
other
talk
with
about
black men.
we should not talk about this about the Indonesian when he's not here. Our fellow Indonesian friend.
How dare you? How dare you not
No, I'm like
mention him by his
that's
name?
no. Let's not talk about talk until like he like
Wait, Tuck is joining.
no he's
Tuck
not
is joining
Any
a
what?
fact
he's
tour
not
talk
joining
tour.
he's not joining. He's in Australia. It's
Oh,
like
oh.
12 p.m.
Isn't this a
12 a.m.
fact tour talk tour? Basically.
No, no. But yeah, I was saying, what do you think is your worst experience in A5 tour? Like, ask
What?
Salami this. Yeah.
Uh, I don't really think I have one, if I'm completely honest. And if I
That's
do
my
have
answer
one,
too.
it's probably not something I can share on the podcast.
Right. I forgot. That was a bad question. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. I got you.
Yeah. I think one of the worst experiences I had was at least something I can speak openly. Like, there is a lot of shit. Even shit I had to hide from like the staff team that I cannot share about. One of the incidents I can share was basically let me just look through its records. It was just like this very weird debate between like monarchists. It was like very recently. It was just insane. Like everyone just acted really insane in that conversation. It was like I don't know. It was a debate about like depression or something, and then someone's like, "Oh, my life's purpose is to serve the British crown," and everyone was like, "What?" And then another guy was like, "No, he's actually right. He's actually right. You should. This is actually a justifiable position." And also, like, the Canadians did not commit any genocide against the indigenous people. And then immediately, I was like, "Okay, you two need to leave." I
What
don't know,
the
June. Do you
fuck?
remember that?
Bro's in
Yeah, that
denial.
happened.
Wait, this is
That
the
was
first I'm hearing of
yeah.
this. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it was a while ago. Like you can probably look at debates. Such like such British crown or something.
Of course, it's
Yeah,
the fucking Brits, bro. No, like,
no, and
They
of
got
course
tasteless
it's
food and tasteless arguments.
bro, those fucking wankers, bro. Oh
oh,
my
oh yeah.
god.
Speaking of enforcement records, oh yeah, I there was one time three random people from like a different I don't know, I think they were like trying to record a YouTube video and they were saying they randomly joined the server and they tried to raid it by being annoying and then it's just like, all right, you guys are just fucking. It was just one of the weirdest things.
Oh, you think that was bad? Remember the fucking gore spam that happened sometime in 2023?
So what? Ghostman?
Gore spam.
The ghost map? Ghost maps?
Gore. Gore. Gore.
Oh right, yeah. God. I I think I wasn't there when that happened, so I don't really remember.
Yeah,
Everyone
well,
was just
I
like, "Oh,
think
yeah, this happened."
that would take the cake for the worst experience in A52R that I had.
Yeah. Okay, jokes aside, worst experience in A52 was when June, didn't you make fan fiction of me killing myself? Or was that ZT?
That was not me. That was CT. I was not
Okay,
writing it for you originally. She just turned it into.
she did.
Plagiarism.
Yeah, I should sue her.
Exactly. Go! Be who you are.
But yeah, it's funny how like Warrior has changed so much. Like the fact that it like when Salami first joined the server from when you joined the server, June, like there's such a big difference.
How so?
Like
Definitely
I think I'll
was,
let
I
Salami.
think.
I'll let Salami explain. Don't want to talk too much.
Well, it's more so the fact that the server has been so lively since then. I still remember the times where we'd like go on WhatsApp and there'd be, I don't know, links to news articles, something like that. I
Yeah,
remember there was like this time where
there was
some guy. Yeah, go on, go on.
there. I'm not sure if this is what you're talking about, but there was an archival project that we kind of contributed to for like Apple Daily and RTHK. But now that I'm saying it, it might have been something else. So
It
yeah.
probably
Uh,
was something else, but that's cool now that you mentioned it. I
what
don't
was
think
the
I
other thing
was that active during that arc during that time, so I can't really talk about much on it. But I do remember like sharing news. I think that
oh,
was some of my more core memories of 852.
yeah. I also think it's interesting. Like I think before there was a need, there was a desire to kind of keep things more ideologically similar. But I think I realized, yeah, that's fucking stupid. And I think I just kind of decided, yeah, you know what, more democratization for the server and free speech. I think that's why we got rid of like the anti-blue ribbon thing. I think I was like, yeah, this isn't the best look, even if you know.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree. You kind of don't want to like put all your eggs in one basket, especially when running a
Mm,
server like yeah. Because the thing is, Hong Kong itself, its political situation is pretty polarizing. You either for it or against it, or just like directly in the middle. There's not much in between. However, like you can't just limit just because they're on like another side of this spectrum.
yeah, I think I definitely do regret a lot of things I did. Was like I said, I was saying to Slamy earlier, but like a lot of the paranoia, there were times where it was justified, but for the most part, it was just way too far to the point where I am very surprised that no one straight up told me that I was. Well, actually, no, there were some people who told me I was being too paranoid, but I'm very surprised that no one lashed out really hard. Like
I'm more surprised
that,
it didn't stop working, because being that paranoid for that for such a long amount of time must be tiring, right?
it was like doing 2021, 2020 to like maybe mid to late 2021 when I was the most paranoid, and after I kind of just went back, started going down a lot. Right now, I'll probably say I'm not too paranoid. I definitely do have a more enhanced security. I don't, like, I'm still very, obviously, when you, obviously, regardless of who you are, you should probably try to keep your like, details on the internet to a minimum. But like, yeah. However, I think I've gone from like, oh, I'm not meeting with real life members to the point where I met with several people in here in real life. So
Yeah, and honestly, as someone who had a similar experience with trying to keep things private for, I mean, I was kind of more lenient with it recently, especially with like actually showing my face and whatnot. Like, I think it's about how secure you are with like uh, the server actually like knowing things about you, which I feel like I did overshare a little bit, but can't really
that's up
change
to you.
that now.
I'm not gonna say anything. That's up to your own belief. But yeah, I feel like yeah. I mean, Salami knew how it was back in the day. I was yeah. I did.
Wait, sorry,
Okay,
what? I couldn't
I
hear that
basically
part.
I said I was just too paranoid, like I said. But yeah, I think I'm repeating things, so let's move on. So
Yeah, let's just let bygones be bygones. How about that?
yeah,
Yeah, let's just keep
I
the
think
past in the past.
what's
Mm-hmm.
interesting about I think so going back to Hong Kong gag. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but back in sorry if I remember this, but back in 2020, late 2021, I remember it's a funny story. I remember there's like the time when like A52 was really started popping off. I remember there was a member who just joined and it start and in the midst of me, Tomo, and like Salmon having like a bit of a debate, and then she thought we were attacking each other, and we were like, no, we're not. Please calm down. And it's funny because we gave her a warning for that. Now, why is that
And that's
story like fun? Why is the story so like funny? Can you guess who that member was? It wasn't Salami. Like Salami was really a member.
Ahem.
Like who was that?
I think I know. I think I know. Leah?
Who? Yes, it was Leah. And it was just like you couldn't
So
believe her,
silly.
right? Like someone who
I
came in and had like a pretty
I
bad
knew
first
Leah got
impression,
a warning
somehow
in
now like
4
a
hours.
staff member. Pardon?
I mean, I knew that Leah was like warned within her first 24 hours, but that's about it.
Oh. Yeah,
I think
no,
it
it's
was
I
out
think
of a good heart, you know.
yeah, also probably didn't help that Leah was also pretty young back then. Like, obviously like I'm an older guy.
Kind
Like
of
3 years
getting
for me
a
is
bit
it's still 3 years
old.
for me is like a bit of a change, but it's definitely not as big as like of like teens, I guess.
Mm.
Which is it? I'm like, why am I saying this like I'm pretty old? I'm not even that old. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you
say my
kind
real
of
age
are.
now.
You can't. Yeah. What are you talking about? This, Kodo.
So
What is your? Hmm. Okay. Getting
I'm
getting
not
into
that. I'm not.
speculations.
I'm old, but I'm not that old. I'm not a boomer.
Yeah, don't
Cardi,
worry.
I've actually I've seen the place you live. Are you sure you're
Hey,
not?
hey, 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 hey,
Eh,
hey,
personal
hey, hey,
information.
What are you doing? What the?
I'm not
Hey, on the
doing that.
topic of
Are you trying to
age,
say that I live? Are you trying to say to live? I live in an old person's home.
Yes,
19371.
actually,
Oh yeah,
it's
one nine three
not
seven.
an old person's home. You live in Tangshan. What you mean?
Yeah, no, I actually live near things. You
Doxed.
dogs, dogs. This we are cutting this out.
Self-doxing.
Yeah.
Guys, find Cardo at Tangshan
Eh,
Trust.
eh,
Yeah, geoguesser,
oh.
geoguesser. Old person's home.
Oh yeah, back to oh yeah, speaking of the old joke, you guys know like how I think I'm okay with like if it's like close people, like stop them making fun of it. But I feel like, the reason why we told so it was just getting too far. Like I don't know. It was quite bad. I remember Storm even like before she got banned, like she wrote it in her class in like her church classroom. And I'm like,
I think that's a bit far.
uh by the way, this wasn't like in general. This is like I'm not leaking this. Like this was in general. Anyways. So going back to Hong Kong gag and stuff.
Yeah,
Uh
Hongkongggag tour.
no, we're not doing Hong Kong gag tour. But
This is
What
literally
tour?
1984. You see,
it's not 90s.
Otto is actually Adolf Hitler.
You get like a
No, we're not.
spittoon.
Now going back, so how many sorry, what's the one? Like how big do you think Hong Kong gag's reach is in general? Like I've
Someone
heard
who's trying to
some things about
break through Hongkongggag, I would say it's quite decent. However, you need to know like what exactly you're trying to push. Because I feel
no, I
like
think
the issue we had with A52
no,
MUN.
that's not what I'm trying to say though. Like I think it's more like how well known do you think it is?
Uh, I actually know quite a lot of people from my school that actually follow Hongkongggag. So I would say it's getting a little scary because now the first thing that people ask me whenever I give out my Instagram is, "Wow, Hongkongggag follows you."
Oh my god. Salami, what do you think?
I'd say coming from a local school, not I don't think a lot of people follow Hong Kong gag specifically. I think the general demographic of Hong Kong gag would be more international based rather than local.
Or like
Of course,
uni.
I wouldn't say like no locals, but more
Yeah.
it
A
panders
lot of
more
the
to
casting comes from local
It's
anyway.
more like 55 to 45 when I last checked. It's like the ratio. Like 55% came from or study at international and like 45 are local.
Hey, it's like
probably
not
I
that
think
bad of a
probably
split.
just my school then, because
I don't
I've
know.
Not
seen
that bad of
like
a
It also
split.
depends. Like I know SPCC has a lot of people that follow me, and then they have apparently CSS as well. There's probably some others. Like I think SPCS also is in a similar situation. DBS I heard has quite a lot as well.
I think it also
Uh,
depends on if like each school has a specific meme account. Like they probably have some sort of secret, like NSS secret.
yeah, yeah, but I think uh a lot of a lot of the school meme pages are already partnered with me. Like we do collabs whenever I cover the school. So like
Mm.
like an example is like Canadian International, like international schools, or if you go to local schools, you have the SPCC meme account. The second one, I think it's
The
very
second
similar for the.
one.
Mm.
There's a lot of like uni meme pages, but a lot of them died out. Like CUHK memes was quite big, but then it died. HKUST meme was like the one that I worked with a lot, but then recently it just went silent. Uh,
I think
you also
like
have like
yeah, go on.
what? There's also like a few meme pages for like what's it called? Like HKU. I think there's like
Mhm.
Sasu and Get Out. Those are the two that I
Uh,
know of. There's might be more. City U, I no Ling U has a semi-active one. City U used to have one. Suyan has a not so no Suyan is actually semi-active. Same with EDU. Uh, I think everything else, every other uni either doesn't have a meme page anymore. Used to have one, but it's pretty inactive.
I think the general issue for meme pages is that they don't really have continuity. Like
Yeah,
say this one person is studying at this specific school. They're there for 4 years. And so after that 4 years, maybe they graduate and they don't really have that connection to that school. Although they
Mm,
may be alumni or alumnae. I don't know. Depends on your
yeah,
gender, I suppose. But like, although you're still you've graduated from the school, you're not really
yeah,
a part of it anymore. You know. So that's like
yeah.
why continuity is so difficult in meme pages specifically. Like a with that's linked to schools is because it's hard to find someone with the same passion you have to continue doing this work.
Yeah, and the thing like Hong Kong,
That's why a
like,
lot of meme pages die in a couple of
well,
years.
that goes for the school meme pages, but I think for the more widespread meme pages, like more general, I think a big issue is that a lot of them try to push either the same generic content or they get fucked over by IG's uh real based algorithm. Like Hongkongggag is lucky that I got really lucky because I basically got my big boom, like the followers before like they started pushing reels more. So I was able to like bank off of that. Like if that didn't happen, I don't think Hongkongggag would be as successful.
Mm.
Like we probably would have been popular, but not that
Mm, mm,
Also,
not like
another factor I would like to talk about is whether or not the page wants to be seen by the public. Like
yes,
I've seen
yes.
some that are private only for, say, that school students or
Mm,
graduated, you know. So that
yeah,
also plays a role into, like, say, if a meme page is quote unquote successful. It's kind of hard
yeah.
to say, like, to
I get what you mean.
label something as successful because I don't know.
and
I think it also sorry.
says that part.
Alright, I think June's cutting out. So
Yeah,
back to what I
your
was
mic's a
saying.
bit.
Uh, yeah. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I think also I'm gonna say this, but like a lot of Hong Kong meme pages recently. I'm not gonna name names, but there are a few meme pages who've been pushing like the same jokes, I guess. And the same jokes being like things like "deal or mo" or like, "Oh, haha, Hong Kong people swear a lot" in general. And like granted, a lot of the time it's still kind of funny, but then at the same time it's also getting kind of old. And I'm not trying to
It's
say that
hard to be creative.
oh I'm not trying to say Hong Kong is somehow above this, but like at least I'm aware of it and I try to be a bit more original. And other people pointed out, hey, it's getting a bit stale. Thinks of some better ideas. So I've been trying, and it's kind of ironic. Like a lot of people, the advice is either be more general and generic because some of the moves are too specific. And I'm like, damn, okay. But I think I guess it's still bank off like that slightly unhinged aura that I have. So like for example, like the My Bad Gang meme. I think that's also kind of like unhinged shit.
No, my
Dude,
god.
I'm sorry, but like some of the comments is insane. We got me after seeing a picture of OP and then the comment and I just say, oh no, what the fuck?
Me after seeing Legato. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
okay. No, no, no. What do you mean? Cardo Italy got to. How did you not know?
What do you
Oh
mean
my god,
Legato?
so talking.
He is.
Anyways,
No wonder he hasn't been struck down
yeah,
by the NSL yet.
okay, 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 let's move on. Uh,
Oh my goodness.
so yeah,
We got
I
a new
think the
breakthrough?
school. Wait, what?
New breakthrough.
Okay, whatever. Then we got some like I guess starter packs or can be kind of a hit or miss. Like some of them attract a lot of followers from that page, but then uh audience retention is kind of hard. But then you also have like the tier list, which can also be a hit or miss. I think in general I've got my style down. I don't think we're like in a position where we're doing badly, but there's definitely we've done worse in 2023, 2024 compared to like 2022. But at the same time, like, it's hard to say it's not a success. Like considering that a lot of successes have come out of it, I'm happy with things how the things are. There's still more to like improve on, basically. Yeah.
I'd say like as someone who has made memes in the past, it's definitely difficult to find the right inspiration. Like I
Yeah.
remember going on like walks, just thinking of this one idea.
Real.
So I'd say
Yeah, for
maybe sometimes cut meme page meme page owner from Slack. I'm saying that
yeah,
meme pages shouldn't be created. That's a win, right?
Should I
yeah.
should I order some Monster?
No. Anyways, I think for me,
Don't.
given how long I've been doing, given
10
how long,
p.m.
guys, guys, your mics. I don't know if it's just me, but your mics are cutting out a lot. Salami, your mic, it's
Yo.
cutting out.
Oh no, what?
Hello, hello. Yeah, it's
Wi-Fi.
going better now. But yeah, I was saying, uh, I think because I've been doing memes. I've been doing memes for so long. I think it's kind of like second nature at this point. Like in general, it's not too bad. What do you think,
Yeah,
Salami?
it's not bad. But hello?
Okay, I thought it cut. Sorry.
Hello.
No, hello, I can hear you. Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, is
Oh.
my Wi-Fi good?
Yeah, just keep talking.
Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1 2 3. Testing one two
Hello.
three.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I just
Hello,
wanna
Salami,
be
I can
part
hear
of
you.
your symphony.
Salami, I can hear you. Oh, Salami, I can hear you.
I was silent.
Salam, I can hear you right now. Can you hear June? Can you hear her? Hello.
Yeah, perfectly.
Is Cardo schizophrenic? How do you say that word?
I'm trying to.
Schizophrenic.
Okay,
Fennec, that's
try
the
disconnecting. Okay, let's try disconnecting and reconnecting. Hello. Can you hear
Am
me
I
now?
doing fine now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, good. Sorry, I forgot what was our first question. Other question.
What? What on earth just
Wait,
happened?
can you? Okay, can you hear me now? That's the important part.
Yes. Yes, because
Okay.
you were like screaming like, Salami! Salami! I can hear you! Yeah.
Yeah, I was like suddenly. Wait, what's going on? Sorry.
I
What
feel
was
like I
the
was
first
getting
question?
infected by something.
What was the first question? What was the question we were talking about this now, guys? Does anyone remember? Or should we just move on? Because I really do
I
not
have
remember.
short-term memory.
I think we
Yeah.
should just
June, do you remember?
move on. Move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's move
Okay.
on. Next topic.
I think we're just gonna start closing off soon, but I guess we could go at a few more topics. Oh yeah, MUN. Before we go, MUN. So June,
Oh, I
tell
need to
us
hear the
more about the
tea.
experience running at MUN.
Running MUN. Well, I would
Like
have to say
A5 to
that
MUN. Should
yeah, running
just elaborate.
A52R MUN was kind of an experience as we had an underwhelming amount of people. However, the conference quickly turned around. We had generally good results. Um, on the conference day, we had such a shortage of delegates that we just merged everyone into one council and did some unplanned crisis activity, which was kind of fun, but I could imagine kind of hectic for the chair. So if we do get enough interest, we might run a second iteration of MUN. However, I
Heyo,
don't think that will
very
be
interested.
anytime. It might not be anytime soon, as myself and the other secretariat are extremely busy this year,
Yeah, I feel like the problem is like it's very, very intensive for you guys.
and
But I
very
honestly
very
consider,
time consuming.
yeah. But I honestly consider it still to be quite a big success. Like it was probably like the biggest. Like even though like like music fest was big, like so are awards. This was like we got like what 30 people I think 40 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was still pretty successful. Just but given it's like the first time we're doing something like this, there's like room to improve for next time.
Mm.
And it's the first time we've done that. So I'd
Yeah.
say if we are looking on the bright side here, we could probably double that amount in the near future.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think we definitely can improve, but I don't know. You guys have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Mm, the drones. The drone performance just now.
There was a drone performance when?
Where?
Oh my god, how
Yeah,
dare you! Oh my goodness,
what?
guys! Tomorrow is
Oh,
Guoheng.
right. Oh, right. Yeah. Hang on.
Ew,
Let me just say. Let me
disgusting.
just get up the script. I have to say. I am a proud patriot of the People's Republic of China.
Taiwan is not a
It's
country, it is Chinese.
Let's see what else it says.
我愛我嘅祖國啊
Glory to the People's Republic of China, death to independent supporters in Taiwan.
Real. I
Long live.
believe in
没
socialism
有共产党
democracy.
就没有新中
就没有
国。
新中国。没有共产党就没有新中国。
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's time to start closing off. So
I'm so patriotic. See,
yeah.
Salami is red. That means
Okay.
I have overwhelming
No,
love
I
for
I don't think that's how it works. So yeah.
It's
By
how
the
it
way,
works. My heart's red. It's
okay. So
中国红.
guys, we're trying to close off the episode. So
Of
hope you guys
course.
enjoyed the episode. If we don't see you next time, there's two things that have happened. Either one, this episode was a flop and nobody wants to do another one again, or two, the funny happened. I get arrested. Funny.
We all get arrested.
No, only I can actually
We
yeah.
all participated in this unlawful activity.
What do you mean? It's lawful. We're patriotic.
Oh,
yeah.
true. I mean, what? I mean, what?
共产党就没有新
没有
中国。
新中国。
All right. Thank you for listening.
My fucking
See you
time.
next time.
My